All right, so we got the Reclamation update, patch notes 2.9 live test today on the 18th of July, 2023. Check this out, boys. Another sick-ass, I like the Templar kind of like armor that they have going here. It's kind of cool. Next major update to Chivalry 2 arrives this August. We're pleased to bring PC owners of Civ 2 on Epic Game Store a limited time live test preview of the Reclamation update 2.9 on July 18th from 11 a.m. to right now, apparently an hour less. Did they? Let me try refreshing. Okay, no, they didn't change that. The patch notes below have been edited to reflect the contents of the live test, with additional information for some non-test content still included for your information, such as customization and new matchmaking queue types. Okay. Update highlights. We got a new map, which we just saw. The Reclamation of Montcrux. Siege Crossbow. Combat changes, quality of life, campaign pass as usual, free for all map, desert, new free for all map. Don't we already have a desert? Or are they just making desert FFA map? Peasant last oh my god, last peasant standing. Oh, let's go. Okay, and the mounted combat. Yeah, I guess we don't have FFA style desert. All right, let's see. Word of the Tunisian Empire's invasion has spread, stirring the ire of the Agathian noble houses with bitter memories of old wars fueled by vengeance. A call to war against Tenosia has risen once again. We must reclaim our grounds and fight once more for Argon, our one and our true king. Within days, the Agathians rallied enough troops and marched back into the unknown lands of the south, reaching the great fortress of Montcrux. Battlegrounds scarred by many battles of the past. This is an uphill climb for the Agathians. They must break through the fortress walls with petards and avoid a rain of ballista fire. Yeah, just like Thea Castle, huh? Okay, blah, blah, blah. New weapon, Siege Crossbow. Hey, what up, Locke? Love the game, but they gotta fix the small stuff before adding more crap? Yeah. Unlike its more lightweight predecessor, the Siege Crossbow, available for the Crossbowman subclass, fires bolts that can deal notable damage to non-objective siege weapons and constructibles. Got it. It also has the power to pierce through them. Didn't we just test this? Didn't we just test that and it didn't work? It wasn't working or something? Like, it's a non-objective constructible. Siege weapons, not barricades. Okay. Yeah, but what about constructible? It's a constructible. It's not a siege constructible, though? I don't know. Be wary when hiding behind barricades. It may deal considerable damage. Use caution when reloading, aiming, and shooting. As this is a bulky weapon, you're limited in the amount of shots that you can fire. Okay. So, I don't know, like, to me, this sounds like it goes through engineers' barricades, but it, like, didn't work. I feel like I did hit that guy, but it did notably less damage when I hit him. I think I hit him on the first time. I'll have to see, I'll have to roll back the film there and see. New limited time game mode, Last Peasant Standing. Limited time game modes are not included in the 2.9 live tests. Okay, the peasantry of Aberfall have been having a feud, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm not going to read every single thing here. All right, let's see what we did. Yeah, I had some steak right before the stream. Bridgetown stage 1, fix an issue where the HUD marker would reappear. Fix an issue where players would burn in non-fire spots. Okay, yeah, I felt like this was an issue. Hey, what up, Mr. Darkside? How you doing, dude? I saw you in the playtest this morning. Hope you're well. Welcome in. We're going over the patch notes. Fix an issue where a building roof would disappear the first part of the stage. Fix an issue where Agatha could enter and stay in the Tunisian spawn zones. Okay, collision texture on PS4. Further optimization passes for crashes and performance. Cinematic sequence now reacts to players' gore settings. Removed an invisible ladder. No, they removed the ladder. Hey, what up, Laytons? Yeah. Have a great night, dog. Thank you for the raid, dude. Everything's well. We're just chilling. I can't believe they removed it. I'm just kidding. It needed to be removed. Bulwark, fix an issue where the bombard pitch could not be adjusted on controller. Very nice. Fix an issue where a pigeon was indefinitely spawning under the map. What? Okay. Well, a pigeon was infinitely spawning under the map this whole time? Holy shit. That's some performance issues. Courtyard peasant fixed. Let's go. They can now eat again. After 2 patches, fix an issue where environmental shields had misaligned textures. Polished ambience in desert. Adjusted light values to improve team readability. Oh shit. Created free-for-all variant. Fallmeyer, this is kind of big for people. People hated desert. I really don't think people are going to like desert still, even after this change, but I kind of like the darkness, dude. Skill issue, boys. Enough of you complained. Skill issue, I say. Fix the texture issue on the wall of Mason spawn in stage 2. Okay. Galencourt, non-monk Agathians would spawn in the church during the final stage. Okay. Stronghold, stage 1, fix an issue where indoor watchtower was missing collisions. Fix issue with bad collisions on snowbanks during run and spawn. Okay. Fix an issue where players would spawn on a map. Address an exploit where masons could destroy banners in unintended ways. Decal. Okay. Nothing too notable there. Customization. Okay, it's disabled for the test. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Pig face open helmet now displays beard customization. Oh, let's go. Fix an issue with the heavy open bassinet would appear automatically locked. Okay. A lot of these things I don't really care about. Wait, let's see. Sir and Lady titles after completing tutorial. Fix an issue armors. Tunisian level 1k item was being listed as a heraldry. Okay, so is there going to be a different level 1000 Tunisian item? Fix an issue where the golden rune hammer was missing for FFA customization. Fix an issue where the Tunisian lamellar armor hands would stretch. What the? All right, here we go. The meat. Active parry. Player is no longer disarmed when in an active parry state. Interesting. Okay, so if you get hit and you're running out of stamina or something, would you get disarmed? I don't know if I remember this happening a lot. Aim assist. Removed magnet. Oh shit. Removed magnetism affecting projectile initial rotation. Wait, what does that mean? After further review of feedback shared regarding this feature, it was noted that the aim assist for archery was stronger than intended. Let's go, boys. Let's go. In addition to assisting look aim, a projectile's starting rotation was found to be influenced. This was part of the feature. This part of the feature has been removed. Holy shit, so they did have magnets. This was for aim assist on console, for most likely only, or when you plug in a controller, right? I don't think this was for non-aim assist. So you're if you sucked at archery with the aim assist, I feel for you. But hell yeah. Okay, so removed magnetism affecting projectile initial rotation. Okay. In addition to assisting look aim, a projectile's starting rotation was found to be influenced. Okay. Interesting. We'll see how it is. Engineers, fix an issue where the subclass would not deal double damage to siege weapons. Okay, that's huge. Fix a crash that would occur when a player tackles another player into a horse. Holy shit. Fix an issue where the player would be locked in sprint. Okay, in certain cases, the sprinting value speed would not be set back to 0, even though the player was not in a sprinting state. This fix not only addressed this case, but all the other cases. Okay. Yeah, I can't believe they actually addressed this. Yes, dude. They're listening, boys, at least. Jabs. Adjusted jabbing. Well, they had to do something with the aim assist, especially with the new crossbow, too. Maybe they were like, all right. Maybe something is a little weird with this. Jabs. Adjusted jabbing after dodge to come out slower instead of being on cooldown. Interesting. Okay, so they're listening to Solder Dave's complaint here. I think this is kind of cool. Yeah, they banned him on Discord, but they kind of listened to him. Okay, riposts. Fix an issue where a corrected riposte would cost double stamina. What? Holy shit. Stabs. Yes, boys. We got the thwacking for stabs. I think this is a good change. I know some people are against it, but I think it's so much better. Upon further ongoing review of the current combat, it was noted that players would use stabs while behind a teammate to mask their attack, resulting in a disadvantage for the defender when reading and defending against such attacks. This has been addressed. Note that for 2.9, this can still be accomplished through a heavy stab, which we'll be looking to address in the future. Okay, so you can stab through teammates still when you're heavy stabbing? This can still be accomplished through a heavy stab? Okay, so it's not quite... You don't thwack when on a heavy stab? Okay. Shields. Footman subclass Man-at-Arm now has access to light shields. Okay, interesting. Knight subclass Guardian. We did see this. Now has access to medium and light. Parry. Slightly decreased parry box width by half of the previous initial increase. Holy shit. That's another Solder Dave. I mean, this is exactly what he said in our podcast, too. Or what we were all discussing, which is it would be okay if they took out a little bit, like they went a little bit too much on the parry box width. So if we could meet halfway, maybe that would be better. Oh yeah, dude, the increased parry box was so ridiculous, man. Projectiles. Projectiles now spawn particles and play a sound when penetrating an object. Okay, so maybe this is what we were also seeing in the playtest when I was trying to shoot my bow, and it was like hitting itself, and it just wasn't. We saw like that spray of like shit. Okay. General. Fix an issue where players would visibly disappear when standing close to the player camera. Fix an issue where certain weapons could swing through an opponent who is kicking. Oh, nice. Fix an issue where the petards would not damage players on horseback. Fix an issue where spamming top left emote would lock camera input on gamepad. Okay. weapons and carryables. It was penetrating through your crossbow? Yeah, I don't know what it was penetrating, but there was like some animation that was happening. Alright. New weapon, we already know that. Oil pot. Fixed an issue where switching to oil pot with no one-handed weapon would soft lock the player. Nice. This would happen to me a lot, actually. One-handed axe. Fix an issue where the one-handed axe could swing through an opponent. Okay. Holy shit. I actually clipped this happening when I was doing duels. Peasant weapons. Set swing timings for hammer, sickle, and broken sword. Are they putting the sickle back in the game? Wait, I thought they took the sickle out. Oh shit. So maybe they just took it out and maybe put it back in, but you know, had different swing timings. Okay. Yeah. Matchmaking main added 64 player team objective. Horses are disabled. Team objective maps only. Holy shit. No way. No way. They just removed TDMs. Crazy, dude. Oh my god. I was still okay with TDMs being there. But like just reducing the tickets, but they removed it completely. Okay. I don't know. I think this is actually, it might be better for the game. Added 40 player mix modes back to the main menu. Horses are enabled. TDM maps are present. Okay. So 40 man is going to have TDM maps. Removed mounted warfare. Removed 64 player mixed modes. Okay. Crazy. Okay. Let's see. Arena. Remove 40 player mixed modes from the arena tab. Addressed an occurrence of lost connection errors in 1v1 and 3v3 queues. Fixed a bug where 40 player mixed matchmaking would always try to search for an entirely new lobby. Okay. We have been discussing the state of the matchmaking queues and looking to refine the existing queues based on player feedback. As a result, the main queues is now TO only. Okay. And 40 player mixed modes are back on the main page. Note that 40 player mixed modes in standalone servers is different. Okay. And they do not include horses. Okay, so there's only horses in the matchmaking 40 man. That's on the main page, I guess. New limited time event, last peasant standing. Sick. I think this is gonna be funny for at least a couple games. Fix an issue where offline mode did not respect the player's unlocked weapons and subclass. LTS once again allows players to switch to spectate before the first round starts. Okay. Cross parties beta. PlayStation fixed an occurrence where PS4 and 5 users could not form a party together. Oh my god. Okay, this is what Mr. J was talking about, I believe. Let's see. Fix an issue where party members would soft lock if the party leader leaves when receiving campaigns rewards after a match. Okay. Is there anything interesting here? You couldn't remove friends. Okay. Fix an issue where the unfriend native friend UI would persist. Okay. Oh, fix an issue where the user could still be heard when disabling voice chat. You guys would always say to me that I had my voice chat enabled, and I was like, you guys are crazy, dude. I don't have it enabled, but you could still hear me, which is kind of scary, which is kind of weird. So I'm glad they fixed that. Fix an occurrence where party voice chat would remain active after no longer holding input. Okay, audio. Fix an issue with dynamic music. Fix an issue where certain commander voice options would not play. Fix an issue where the heavy cab sword sounds were louder than other weapons. Improved horse sounds when approaching a player outside of their field of view. I even noticed this when I was just playing in the public test realm a few seconds ago. I feel like it's worse. I can't really hear the horses as well if I'm not looking directly at it or something. I don't know. I felt like a horse snuck up on me a few times when that wouldn't have happened. Some more optimizations. Okay, UI, see all campaigns button. Okay. All right, let's go to the known issues here. This is actually important. Dismembered heads from players changed to default customization. Oh, yeah, I did notice this. There's an inconsistency with the breakables that are affected by Siege Crossbow. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's what we were seeing in the PTR. Report button does not focus properly on gamepad. Okay, occasional failure when adding friends. Okay, that was happening this week for sure. Kills on the progression tab are not incrementing properly. Okay. Achievement progress visually does not track, but does increment properly behind the scenes. Okay. Firing 1,000 arrows achievement, for example, would not properly represent how many arrows you fired, but it will still update the actual number and unlock at 1K. Okay. Okay. That's it, boys. Let's see. Yeah, so the most important things here is the jabs, riposte, stabs, all this stuff right here. Parry window, projectiles, and the aim assist. I mean, that's huge, man. That's huge, at least. Like, these issues should have been in the reinforced update. Like, some of these. Well, they did do the active parry stuff, or the parry windows, last time, but they went a little overboard, but now it might feel a little bit better. We'll see. But, Siege Crossbow at the bottom. Siege Crossbow, let's see. Siege Crossbow flickers after being thrown. Inconsistencies on what object it damages and doesn't. Okay, so that might have been a bug. It might have been a bug. What that we experienced in the PTR then. Okay. I'm not too mad that they removed TDM. I think it's going to be overall better. But my suggestion was to just lower the amount of tickets, because sometimes I still enjoyed TDM, but I think it's going to be so much better just without it. I think like most people that play team objective want to play team objective, you know. And like servers died all the time when you hit a TDM, dude. Like that's every time. It's gonna feel nice. I think we're gonna be able to really like sit on a server for like the whole night and not have to worry about switching too often. You know what I mean? You know, if I did this fix, I would have reduced the number of tickets first and then see how people reacted to that. I would have halved the number of tickets. So instead of 200 kills or whatever, make it 100. But, hey, what up, Mr. J? Give me the meat and potatoes. All right, the summary here is, boys, for the YouTube video. The final summary, I would say the best changes are definitely the aim assist changes right here. Aim assist, remove magnetism, the jabs being on cooldown. I think that's way bigger than we think. I think this one, I didn't even know that this was an issue, but stabs. This is another big one. This is another huge one. Stats for all weapons now thwack when hitting teammates. I think this is going to be good for the combat in general. The parry, decreased parry box, has been slightly reduced, which is good. It's a compromise between what the veterans feel like and what the devs implemented. So I think they're listening to us. And what else? I mean, that's about it. I think that the shields on knights in footmen, I think this is a cool change as well. I really like this. It allows you to be more flexible in kind of like what you select with your weapons. Thwack? What do you mean? Stabs for all weapons now thwack when hitting teammates. Thwacking is like when you're hitting a barrier and it kind of like hit stops. It's not like quite a hit stop because it doesn't allow you to attack right after again, but it like stops. It's like hitting a wall. That's what thwacking means. Oh my god, I'm wet. All right, boys. Yeah, no more stabbing through people, but that is my summary. I think that those are the best changes. Okay, oh yeah, one more thing. We got to talk about my opinion on the map right now. I don't know. I could only play this map on the empty server with only 5 people in each team, so of course it's definitely going to feel empty. But I think the map looks beautiful. I think that the map has the right colors for a desert type map, whereas when you play something like Bodwin or Askendir, the colors in those maps feel way more saturated. They feel way too saturated. So I think they did an amazing job with the colors and the lighting and the feel of the map. Now it feels a little lackluster once you get to the end. Especially when I'm expecting something else besides destroy some barrels. There aren't any new creative objectives that we haven't seen before. I mean, it's another map where you got to transport those petards like a tard and get in there like an Uruk-hai orc to breach the walls of Jericho. And then you got to go through and what's the other objectives? You got to raise the gate, and then you've got to blow up some more stuff. I don't know. I think we need some better objectives here that are funner. It feels a little bit blue-balled as you're going through, but again, I didn't play with 64 man. I don't know how intense it gets. Maybe it's cool. But overall, I think the map performance is better than a lot of maps that have been in a PTR. So I have a good feeling this map will at least perform well and not shut down people's PCs. I think it's coming out in August. We don't have an exact date yet. They don't like to do exact dates. It just says August. It is a summer update. But yeah, overall, I think the map is aight. It's nothing like that changes the game, you know. And I figured, you know, we're just gonna. I think they're doing like a lot of world building with Civ 2. You know, they're just kind of pumping out maps now. They feel okay, but none of them are gonna be as good as your classic Rudhelm, Lionspire, shit like that. I don't know. We'll see. And it feels really quick, but you know, we haven't played with 64 man, so we'll see. But yeah, usually when there's a PTR, it's a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks that this comes out. So we'll see it sometime in August.